Am I audible to all of you online? Am I audible to all of you online? Hey Vishal, good morning, good morning. Hemant, Vishal, Ujjwal Singh, Shriram, Bhagat, Vasudev, all the regular guys, all the usual suspects. So happy to see all of you join in. Hi Avnish, Shiv, good morning. I hope you all got my message on time, inviting you to join in. How are all of you? All good and nice? Hey Venkatesh, Ubair, Syed Arsalan, Venkatesh, Ishita Vardhan. Yeah, I'm good, Hemant. I'm good. Hi, Jyoti, Ashish. Chalo, good, good. So let's start this process now. Prelims, the race towards one very important examinations you could have thought about, right? So much of time you guys invest, a lot of energy. You invest your emotions into this. Yeah, so let me help you organize all of this for you. Hi, Ashish. Uh, पहले ये बताओ कि how many of you at a mental level, at an emotional level, mental level, how many of you are ready to work to qualify? एक होता है ना कि आप एग्जाम दे रहे हो because you have to give. It's more like a compulsion that you have. Okay, exam, you're appearing mechanically. Okay, but how many of you at a mental level, you are telling yourself that you are going to qualify? You are going to work to qualify. You'll put in efforts to qualify. How many of you? Hi, Shyam, Kumar, Buddha, good morning. Ujjwal, good morning. Because see, it's always a mental game. In any competition, in any race, in any battle of stamina or wits, it's always a mental game. It's a very important part. How you think, how you assess yourself, how you approach examination, how you prioritize. Okay, your study process. It's a mind game. Because knowledge is part of the race, but that's not the only part. You are ready, Vishal says ready, Ujjwal says ready, Hemant says ready, others not very sure, isn't it? Like, chalo koi baat nahi. I can understand. This is one examination, to be very honest, you can never be sure about. But at a mental level, you must have that readiness. At the mental level, you must have that strong belief of, yeah, we will give it a good fight. We win or don't win, that's a different thing, but we'll give it a good fight. And how many of you believe the examination is unpredictable? How many of you believe the examination is a bit random? That examination is, it lacks that surety of outcome. Uh, there are a lot of loose ends, a lot of gray areas you can never be sure about. Examination, I mean, many people have commented UPSC as uncertainty, Public Service Commission of India. So how many of you believe that uncertainty part? Okay, or you think it's not as uncertain? Because see, my assessment of this exam is, while of course there is a huge amount of area you must cover, 6-7 subjects and pretty good depth, a lot of readings, lot of memorization, analysis के साथ में पढ़ना होता है. But the examination is not random. The facts they ask you, the type of concepts or questions they ask you, it is not completely random. There is a design. The design to what topics UPSC tends to ask more, what type of themes UPSC focuses on. There is a design in what are those priority areas you must not miss. So the problem with prelims preparation, I think, is most of us do not have that understanding of the priority areas. While you are struggling between examinations, you're struggling between papers, but kya hona chahiye priority in terms of what to focus more on and what areas you must invest more time on. That appreciation comes after some rounds of preparation, some rounds of tests and evaluation. That's one reason why many of you think it is unpredictable. Anyways, the whole objective of this workshop is I'm trying to put some kind of a structure to your process. Okay, I remember the jokes that students have about me. They would call me the synopsis teacher, right? Because synopsis is something I keep on insisting. Every class, every batch, it's almost like my second name. And another word the students joke about is the use of the word process. I always emphasize on have a process, have a method, go step by step. And there is a process to how you revise, a process to how you write notes. Okay, so keeping to your joke. So fine, let's get started now. Okay. I hope you all can see my screen. Can you all see my screen? Is my screen visible to all of you? Prelims 26, introducing PSP, our program called as Prelim Support Program. You can all see my screen. We'll get started now. I think those who had to join have joined. Others, you can take your time. Is it visible? Ishita, Ujwal, Shiv, Vishal. Excellent. Okay. So here we go now. Okay, here we go. Just a minute. It's adjusting my stuff here. Yeah. So the objective of this workshop is the workshop that we are going to have right now. Okay, is putting a process to prelims. Putting a process to prelims 2026. Okay, I emphasize this point. Prelims preparation is not random. Prelims prep is not random. Okay, there is a design to how questions are asked. There's design to how you can prioritize your process. Okay, so this is the objective of the workshop here. And all of you patiently please sit through the discussion here. I will not hurry through and take your screenshots. Some of these things I'll also share on my Telegram channel. Okay, so we have this channel, Shabbir Edukemy for IAS. Okay. This channel you must join. I'll keep on updating you. Plus, we also have a tool called as Yuki. It's a very, very new tool. Some of you have already used it. AskYuki.com. This will be one of the very important basis of how you prepare. The tool's name is Yuki. The tool's name is Yuki. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I hope you all have seen this. Okay, let's get started now. So here's the conversation. Okay, so this is the biggest problem of your prelims preparation. And what happens is all of you are part of some class course. Class course typically we call as the foundation course. The foundation course can last for anything between 10 to 14 months. You are doing classes, daily classes. You have your notes, whatever. And foundation class करने के बाद में, most of you directly jump into the test series. And there is an intervening part most of you are unaware of, or you did not have the time to prepare for. Is this intervening things include things like making summary. The intervening things include things like memorization. Okay, it also includes some bit of question solving. So this is something that most of us have not done. Okay, and I can empathize because this is not easy to do. While going to class, probably the easier part, going to class and taking down notes, listening to lectures. This is a very common thing. Foundation में क्या होता है? You are listening. You are listening to lectures. You attend classes and you take down notes based on dictations. But जो actual पढ़ाई होती है is here. You summarize the content, you memorize the content, you solve questions, you look up current affairs. ये भी बहुत important part है. Okay, the current affairs part is also very, very important. Unfortunately, these are some things that you are not able to do while the course goes on. Okay, can we all agree that this is one of the biggest problems? And in foundation classes, I'm sure some of you probably began in January. Some of you began maybe in April, May. Some of you have begun as late as June, July. Okay, यहाँ भी आपने शुरू कर रखा है. Okay, so you are in classes, listening to lectures. You have some notes with you. Okay, but most of you have not done this part of your studies. Yeah. Okay. So no issues. Okay, no issues. I'll tell you what you can do there. Okay. So a very important component of preparation is students keep telling us, sir, they are revising. Sir, हमने revision कर लिया. Sir, we have read through. Sir, we have seen the notes. Okay. Now, this is how we are making a mistake. Your revision should not be reading. Reading the books is not revision. Okay. Even solving the questions is not revision. Revision is something more. Okay. Even if you look at the process of preparation, the joining classes and having the lecture notes is also not revision. So one important aspect if your preparation is that before your prelims, before the prelims, okay, an important task is revision. But the problem is that most of us do not understand the word revision. We see revision as reading through the notes. We see revision as attending classes. Okay, revision is not that. Revision, okay, इससे ज़्यादा important है. I use the word consolidation. See, it's time all of you understand. It doesn't matter. Okay, आपने क्या course join किया नहीं किया है. Whatever notes you have, whatever content you have compiled, whatever books you may have read, this I think is a better word. So let us not use the word revision anymore. Let us use the word consolidation. I want to change that mindset that you have. Because see, starting from December the 15th, आपका prelims कब है पता हो all of you? Okay, when is your prelims? I hope you know the dates. Prelims is May 24th. Yes, very nice. 24th. So if you count from now, December to January, then January to Feb, Feb to March, March to April, and April say May. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have got 5 months with you. Okay, in fact, a bit more than 5. If I take 2 or 3 days more, yeah. 24th of May, आपके पास 5 महीना है आपके पास. And if you ask me, it's a bit a tight thing, but which is not doable. So in this 5 months, I will say, please let us talk about consolidation now. Let us not use the word division anymore. What can we do to consolidate our entire preparation? Consolidation word हम use करते हैं ना. Look at this table here. I deliberately noted this down, and I'll suggest if all of you can have some pen and paper to note these points also. So revision is going through the notes. See, one important difference between, in general, aspirants जो होते हैं and toppers. Toppers बोल लो, who are the qualifiers बोल लो, whatever. ठीक है. One difference between them is that the toppers and the qualifiers, they know how to study. Apart from the efforts they put in, apart from, okay, maybe they have some legacy of doing better that gives them confidence. They know how to study. उनको पढ़ना कैसे है वो उनको पता होता है. Most of the aspirants, for whatever reasons, they do not have the skills of studying. Okay, say ये दो तीन अलग चीज हैं. I have intention to study. Okay, I am willing to put hard work. I am willing to invest time. I am willing to invest, money. Okay, and whether you have the skills or not. Even if I'm willing to learn the skill, okay, I should know what skill I need. This is a very important difference, because see, if you look at your actual, yes, thank you so much, Sachin. Sachin says that this is approximately equal. I mean, if I account for all the additional days, it says 167 days. I rounded this off to 130 or 150 days. ठीक है. इतने दिन में आपको करना है consolidation. Okay. इतने दिन में you have to ensure that you are completely consolidating your notes properly. So for consolidation, you have to know how study happens. So study is not going through the notes. ये एक बहुत गलत धारणा है कि हम notes पलटा रहे हैं. Okay. If you are turning notes, what happens is you become familiar. You know those terms: polity, fundamental rights, Article 15, Article 21, emergency, okay, history, coming of Europeans, Portuguese, you know about the acts, you've heard about it, the Charter Acts, who are familiar. Familiarization is giving you wrong comfort. This is giving you a false sense of comfort. Familiarization is just knowing things, but आपका deep involvement missing है. Okay, going through the notes is different from making jottings, summarizations, referring to books. Okay, very important, making conscious efforts at memorization. Revision, the way we have done it, it is a very mechanical process. एकदम machine जैसा किताब खोल के बैठ जाते हैं. And in the process क्या होता है? You have a feeling. You're feeling, oh, I know this. Oh, I know this. I know this. But okay, when you are properly consolidating, okay, then your feeling is, oh, I'm confident about this. I think this is one feeling that eludes us. A lot of people come and tell me, sir, wo confidence nahi aa raha hai, wo surety nahi aa raha hai, because you are revising in a wrong method. You are not consolidating. So my objective today is this 5 months that you have, the 5+ months you have, or 160+ days that you have, okay, what can we do so that we actually study? What can we do so that we actually consolidate? Okay, what can we do so that we develop the necessary confidence? This is my objective. Okay. So you must move towards a sense of control, that you own the process. It cannot be the mechanical process of studying that you have been otherwise doing. So all of you, are you willing to listen to this process? Are you all willing to explore? Okay, that this is the method, and think about. See, I'll appreciate the fact that all of you are pretty mature. Okay, आप मानो ना मानो अलग बात है, but can you at least listen to what I'm saying? आप करो ना करो अलग बात है, but can you listen to what I'm suggesting? Okay, that's the whole idea. ठीक है, so please be involved here. Excellent. Okay, so I'm looking at a method where ये 5 months में या 160 odd days में what can we do so that we have studies properly, we have consolidated properly, and that we have built our confidence. So अच्छा, एक problem क्या है? हमारे पास time constraints. You do not have entire 1 year. You do not have the luxury of studying at the pace. So because time constraints हैं, you have to ensure that you have a proper priority list. You don't waste time. That you have a proper check in whatever doing, and very importantly, okay, you are more sure of outcomes. You do not have time to experiment. There is no experimentation time. There is no experimentation time. You don't have time to figure out on your own. So time constraints आपके पास है. So this is what you need. What you need is you need some kind of curated material. अभी क्या है? अभी आपके पास notes हैं. अभी आपके पास text books हैं. You probably have NCRTs with you. Okay. You also have some booklets with you. Okay. Okay, this is what is scattered sources. Okay. You need some method where all the material is properly curated for you. Okay, या तो अपने आप करो. Okay, but okay, that will take time. You can't experiment. So you want a organized material and a timeline set for you. This is your task 1, okay, by time T1. This is your task 2 by time T2. This is your task 3 by time 3. Take proper timelines होने चाहिए. And ये एक बहुत important है. Test training. So I think for some of you, I've told in the class also that taking a test is a different skill. Taking a MCQ test requires some techniques and methods. It requires some approach. A test taking अपने आप में एक skill है. Okay, so you have to learn. You have to learn the test. Okay, taking skills. Okay, so there is some material which is curated. This you will study. This you will consolidate. Okay, this takes care of all the knowledge that you need. Okay, and this must be done in a proper time frame. Okay, कुछ targets होने चाहिए, and you also have to train into tests. And finally, some type of doubt clearance. अगर doubts हैं, okay, reach out to someone, talk. This is what you actually need. Am I missing out something in this, all of you? When I'm conversing about this process, am I missing out something? आप समझ में आ रहा है, all of you? Am I covering all the important requirements that you need for the examination? Yeah, all good? Okay, you need material, timelines, train for the tests, and doubt clearance. Okay, excellent. So now, this, okay, I'm giving a sense of timetable to you. Examination कब है आपका? Examination is 24th. I'm asking you questions now. Okay, अगर 24th को आपका examinations है, by when, okay, should you stop all course and you should be entirely with yourself? अब बताओ. This is your, I call this as D-Day. If 24th May is a D-Day, by what date Okay, so no more courses, no more suggestions, no more going to class, entirely studying on your own. What I call as the self-zoning mode. ये कब हो जाना चाहिए? Any idea? Give me a date. I'm moving backward. This is the timetable of 2026. Okay, by March? No, zoning means what? Now again, I repeat my question. By what date you should focus entirely on your own? Okay, April last week, okay, Shyam. Mid-Feb, no. फिर आप समझ नहीं पाए. Okay. When I say zone in का मतलब होता है, you are completely locked in your room. Okay, not even mentors can reach you, not even teachers can reach you, no extra content. हम उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. Where there is no other, all programs must stop. 15th of March, no, Ishita, I think when all programs must stop. I call it a zone in. Okay, the zone in should be around 15 days before. Zone in का मतलब होता है no more courses, all courses stopped. Okay, 1st of April is too early. आपके पास time नहीं है आपके पास में. Okay, so zone in should be here. Okay, where all your tests are over. Okay, take a fine. You'll understand this process eventually. Okay, so it's like, it's like this is your race. This is your actual race. At some time, okay, you are completely with yourself. This is okay. Zone in. जैसे एग्जाम के पहले होता है ना, हम आंख बंद करके चुपचाप बैठ जाते हैं, एकदम क्वाइट, trying to recall, trying to focus and concentrate, no distractions, okay, no going and asking doubts, no opening books also. Okay, that is what I call as zone in. Okay, so ये zone in last 10-15 दिन होता है, not okay more than that. Okay, अगर zone in यहाँ पर है, now my suggestion generally is that you must have a series of tests before the zoning. So the before zoning, okay, maybe around April onwards, a month of April and these 15-14 days. This should be the block. Okay, when you are into full-length tests, you are giving tests daily, everyday types, or at least every 3-4 days types. Full-length tests. Extra study nahi hai. No reading more books. Full-length tests up there. Okay, which means okay, January, Feb, March, okay, and maybe December that you have right now. This is when you do all the revision. This is when you do all consolidation. This is when you are learning how to take tests. This is when you are covering all current affairs. जो study वाला part है ना, वो ये वाला part है. It makes sense to all of you? Does this make sense to all of you? So I'm dividing your preparation into 3 broad blocks. The time for revision, consolidation, okay, a time to give tests, and a time to zone in. Okay, so it's like okay, revise, consolidate, learn, memorize. This is one phase. Then you go to another phase of tests. This is a full-length test. This is consolidation. Consolidation. कौशिक, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. आप जोनिंग टाइम में भी टेस्ट दे रहे हो, पर जोनिंग टाइम में इट्स मोर अबाउट योर मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ. It's more about revision, okay, with yourself. No external okay, intervention anymore. The zone in phase hai na. Okay, this is you are with yourself. With yourself, okay. No external, no external influence. तो यहां पर भी आप रिविजन करोगे, बट दिस इज लाइक वाइंडिंग अप द वर्क. यहां पर भी आप टेस्ट दे रहे होगे, बट इट्स मोर ऑफ वाइंडिंग अप द वर्क. ओके, जोन इन में दिस इज द की, देयर इज नो एक्सटर्नल इन्फ्लुएंस एनीमोर. ओके, यस, यू विल फ्री अप योर माइंड. और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, because the clutter you have in your mind, that must be taken care of. Okay, and if you will, if some of you have given the prelims to realize, in last 15 days, the urge generally is to run away from the examination. The urge generally is exam nahi denge, yaar agle saal dete hain, we drop the paper. You have to fight that instinct. You have to fight that urge. Okay, so at this time you have to work on, okay, mental strengthening. But remember, revision goes on. रिविजन हो रहा है, टेस्ट भी हो रहा है, बट इसमें मेंटल पार्ट इज द फोकस एरिया. सो लास्ट 15 days, okay, no distractions completely. All of you understood this part? All got this part? Let's spark. Let's spark, I think, is Rabia, right? yes. देखो, यही हम कहना चाह रहे हैं आपको. The people who do well are those who know how to study. They are those who know, okay, how preparation should be done. So we have to get into that type of a mode. Okay, understood? Excellent. Okay, so I have put it in a sheet. Okay, prelims is 24th of May. Self zone in 15th May onwards. Full length tests 8, 10, 12 जो भी है, approximately 1 month के लिए करो. April 15 से May 15th, or maybe if you want, it can also be from April 1st say May 15th. That's your choice. Okay, so all sectional tests should be over by early April. So do you understand the importance of Jan, Feb, March now? ये आपको समझ में आ रहा है? Jan, Feb, March and December. इसका फोकस क्या है? The actual study time you have is actually 3 months or 3.5 months. जो आपको जो 5 months लग रहा है, वो actually 5 months है नहीं. The actual study time is, okay, just about 3.5 months. इसके बाद आपका proper practice शुरू हो गया, test शुरू हो गया. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part of the examination. Okay, so effective time for all coverage, revision, memorization is Jan, Feb, and March, plus maybe 15 days, the 15 days of December. So you've got 3 to 4 months, okay, to cover. So these 3 months is 12 weeks. If I add December ka 2 week, so you have got, okay, plus 2, say 14 weeks. Or if you take some weeks of April also, तो आपके पास इतना ही टाइम है. You have 12 to 15 weeks for actual coverage, revision, memorization, and test practice. ये timeline set हुआ आपके लिए, all of you. Without this timeline, you can't design your timetable. Ask me any questions you have. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, I will suggest my timetable. In fact, I shared the timetable on the Telegram group. Okay, but see if you understand this timetable better now. The logic, the design of what I'm trying to suggest. ठीक है? Should we start? Absolutely, Sachin. Okay. But some revisions must go on. Some revisions must go on. Okay. So, okay. Now you know. Okay. The idea of this. You understand this? You understand the idea of this and the idea of this. Okay. So this is your first component. This is your second component. And this is your third component. Can we extract monthly timetables from UKI? UKI, abhi, dekho, this type of timetable has to be very, very personalized. आप try कर सकते हो. Okay, I do not know how I will respond. Okay, but you can try. But you do this now rather than asking mechanically. अब आप इसको कर सकते हो. Okay, let's move on. So now I have set the time for you, right? Now, what to focus on? What to focus on? Again, this is important screenshot for you. These four are your core subjects. I'll tell you, Vishal. Vishal, I'll help you with this. Wait. Okay, let me come to that. Okay. ये चार core subjects हैं. Okay. These four subjects are both static plus they're also dynamic, as in current affairs. Okay. But these four topics are more static. If your notes are good, if you have memorized properly, okay, if you have read proper sources, these four subjects can be very well managed. ये जो दो subjects हैं, these are more current affairs based. Okay, they require more of articles, newspapers, and this one is, I think, the least dependable. AMAC is ancient medieval art and culture. ये least dependable है. In my words, I say it has very low ROI, returns on investments. You can keep on studying, but you can never be sure क्या पूछेगा questions. But if you have done this properly, along with this takes care of the entire. Okay. So what I'm doing is these which is modern India, polity, geography, economy, environment. And by the way, how much time we are having? I said we have 12 to 16 weeks with us. I'm assuming we have, for planning purpose, say we have 13 weeks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 weeks के लिए आपको अब plan करना होगा. So what I'll do is that these subjects, I will give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here, 2 here also. Okay. Science and tech doesn't require 2 weeks. I'll give 1 week here. And AMAC again is low ROI, but quite a bit of content. Okay. This is 2. Yes, पूजा भारती, इसके ऊपर आपको CSAT करना होगा. So CSAT is something, CSAT and current affairs. Okay, this will get layered on this. CSAT and current affairs आप इनके साथ कर रहे हो parallelly. ठीक है? But does this make sense? I will not have a separate slot only for CSAT. Okay, I'm planning for 13 weeks. Does this make sense, all of you? Does this make sense? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 into 2, 12 weeks, plus 1 science and technology. And current affairs and CSAT gets plastered over this. Every week you're doing something current affairs and something CSAT. So if I show this to you now, okay. So this thing I'm trying to put under our prelim support program. Okay. Dekho, ultimately it's your choice whether you join or not. But if I explain the process to you, at least you can study on your own. Okay, that's my idea. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Okay, आप क्या सोचते हो about the program, but make sure you organize your study in such a way so that you can meet these objectives. So I'm telling you what I will do in PSP. I will invite all of you to join us, all of us to be part process. We have 4 or 5 months of extensive work. You have got more than 50 tests and almost 5,000 questions. Okay, but understand the process and then you can do what you can. How many times to revise? Tanjiro, we don't put a number to how many times revise. आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव वो नंबर अचीव नहीं करना, आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव है याद करना. सिर्फ से objective of study is not achieving hours of work. Okay, the objective is memorization. The objective is test scores. Okay, so Tanjiro, answering your question, your objective ये थोड़ी है. If I say 3 times, you'll do 3 times. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. Okay, you will revise as many times as possible जब तक आपको revise नहीं हुआ. You will give the tests as many times as possible जब तक आपके test scores बढ़े नहीं. Some of you can memorize in 2 attempts. Some of you will memorize in 3 attempts. Some of you probably are gifted. Okay, you can see a thing and remember it. So I will not go by the hours or number of revision rounds. We will go by the outcomes. Okay, so for us, the measurable aspect are outcomes. Don't put a target on the process. Put a target on the outcomes. ये बहुत common mistake है Tanjiro. Very common mistake of aspirants. So कितने बार revise करें, कितने घंटे पढ़ें. Okay, study as much as you have to study. जब तक आपको याद नहीं हो जाता है. ठीक है? So now this, what I showed you earlier, I've put it into another schematic. So we have a 13 weeks program, okay, starting from December the 15th, and okay, modern India, polity, geography, economy, 2 weeks each. Okay, environment, we are giving 2 weeks. Science and tech, we are giving 1 week. And AMAC, again, we are giving 2 weeks. That's how we have 13 weeks of planning section-wise. Again, I repeat, this is the schedule I have for the PSP program. आप इसके according अपना modify करो. If you come to us, this is how I will do it. But understand the process and you plan your own study. या फिर आप जो भी institute जाएंगे ना, make sure that they have followed this type of technique. Okay. Now, okay, so if I start from January onwards, okay, in this time that we have, okay, we are going to divide, okay, your 13 weeks into subject consolidation. We'll start the full length tests April se around, and we'll give the last phase, okay, for your zone in time. Okay. Now see, what all support you need. One I said is you need curated content. Okay, understand the sequence now, all of you. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Okay, you are given very specific pages, very objective content, which you will memorize. ठीक है? Yeah, all of you listen to this. Okay. The first step of a preparation is that you have content that is properly organized. We call this as curation. एकदम specific page कि यही 10 पढ़ो, यही 15 पेज पढ़ो, यही 5 पेज पढ़ो, and memorize it. The second is testing memory. Testing memory कैसे? We say have some revision test. Does this make sense to all of you? See, there are different types of tests. One type of test is the full length test. जो आप exam conditions में you will sit down with 100 questions, solve 100 questions. That's the full length tests. Then there's a test called as sectional test. Polity ka questions only. Like only economy questions, only geography questions, only history questions. We call those as sectional tests. Okay, so if you look at your tests, there are different types of tests. One is your full length test. ये एकदम exam simulation होगा. This is exam simulation test. Then you have, okay, sectional tests. Sectional tests are subject completion tests. Okay, polity, history, geography, economy. I'm adding a new concept called as revision test. Okay, revision test का purpose क्या है? The revision tests, they help you in checking जो आपने पढ़ा है, whatever you have read here, do you recall and memorize that or not? Or have you memorized that or not? Does revision test make sense now? You tell me what type of questions you must have in revision test. Okay. Should they be very tough, or should they be largely from what you have read? Okay. The focus is not on UPSC level, right now, just a kind of a checklist. कि भाई मैंने 10 पेज पढ़ा था, वो 10 पेज याद है या नहीं, 15 पेज पढ़ा था, वो 15 पेज याद है या नहीं. That's it. That's your revision test. Make sense, all of you? Does the concept of revision test make sense or not? So this content जो curated है ना, these are types of synopsis. I said no, the problem is we don't have enough time with us. आप अपने आप करने बैठोगे, it'll take lot of time. Yes, Vatsala. Okay, revision test is, this is a quick check on daily work. It's a quick check on daily work. Okay. उसके बाद में you also need, okay, to see, to understand, okay, UPSC type of questions. And this we do by PYQ practice. ये अलग चीज है फिर. Okay, the PYQ practice test is not same as the revision test. Make sense? The objective of PYQ practice test is what? The objective of PYQ practice test is कि आप समझो कि यूपीएससी कैसा पूछ रहा है. Okay, I have been given 10-15 pages. I studied that, I memorized that. I give a revision test, okay, so that I can check how am I progressing. The revision test is styled like a progress test. Your daily basis pe, this is a progress test. Followed by what we call as your practice test. Practice of PYQ to tell you how UPSC asks questions. ठीक है? अच्छा. इसके अलावा, okay, there's one more type of test, which is, okay, tests and exercises that teach you how to take tests. Are these, okay, making sense to you or not? Can you differentiate a revision test from a PYQ practice test? और ये एक नया जानवर डाल दिया मैंने, that teach you how to take tests. In Edukemy format, I call this as marathon tests. Marathon teaches you, okay, what type of questions to attempt, what type of questions to leave, how fast some sections should be covered, the sequence at which you must answer, okay, will put you under stress so that you can answer better. So the range of questions you will have is covering all of this. Okay, so full length tests must be after sectional tests, must be after revision tests, must be after also PYQ tests, and after marathon test. This is the marathon test that teaches you how to take a test. This is your PYQ tests, and these are your revision tests. These are the categories of tests that I have organized. 5 types of category. Hi, Hamna. Okay, Tabassum. Okay, good to hear from you. Thank you for your wishes. अच्छा, इसके ऊपर में क्या चाहिए आपको? You also need doubt clearance. You also need current affairs. Okay. You also need mentorship. This is the approach that you must have, okay, when you are preparing in the next 4 or 5 months. So this is what I have kind of organized as, okay, the revision tests, marathon tests, and practice tests. Marathon test, practice test, sectional test, okay, plus you also have full length test and test discussions. And you have this synopsis and mentorship. And last workshop we had, I hope you have seen what I mean by PYQ analysis. Okay, this is a very unique thing we started. Okay, and now I see many of them know this. A lot of institutes now can appreciate this, they're doing it. Okay, but this is the approach. Did you understand the process, all of you? Any questions on this? Any questions on this? Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, ये जो आप cover कर रहे हो ना material, this one, this also has current affairs. We will give you the current affairs content also. Okay, वो भी आपको दिया जाएगा. Again, curated. Okay, ultimately, see, what I'm doing is not I'm not creating a new material. I am only organizing it for you so that you can handle the process better. और daily basis पे होगा current affairs. Okay, so now this is my typical daily schedule. Okay, every subject, 2 weeks में. All of you ध्यान से देखो इसको. Remember how much time we have? We have 13 weeks with us. Okay, this is a typical week 1. And we will also have a week 2. Every subject has 2 weeks. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. और फिर यहां शुरू होगा. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. यहाँ पर, okay, this is your subject module completion. Yes, Ishita. She sat in current affairs also. Correct. Remember, I will not be teaching you, okay? हम आपके लिए बनाएंगे एक टाइप का schedule. We will not teach you here. I'm giving a schedule. So we start the subject with what I call as week analysis, PYQ analysis. And the marathon test, okay, to teach you something about how to take a test. ये Monday होगा आपका. Then Tuesday is self-study again. In this, you will be given the curated material. Plus, you'll have a revision test, you'll have a current affair test. तो ये आपका study day है. I'm not saying आप यहाँ नहीं पढ़ोगे. Okay. The PYQ and marathon will tell you what to focus on. And you can start studying पहले दिन से ही. 15 December, Shiv. We're starting on 15 December. Because I told you, we don't have time. If you delay this, you only will end up having more stress बाद में. I will take admission even in January. I'll take admission even in February. Okay, so I will keep rotating it. But as your weeks go by, okay, you will become more cramped and more tight. Then, after 2 days of study, आपने पढ़ लिया, याद कर लिया, okay, then we have the PYQ practice and another practice, another like a session on your ठीक है. So we have self-study day. On self-study day, I'll give you content, पढ़ो, revise करो, पढ़ो, revise करो. Current affairs भी दे देंगे आपको. Okay, then you have again PYQ tests. You'll have marathon tests. Again, you have another self-study day with current affairs. Okay. Saturday, we keep for backlogs, whatever backlogs you might have, you have not covered. Okay. Again, current affairs. And finally, this is week 1 sectional test. Then the same process starts here. Okay. So in the second week, I will not have PYQ analysis. जो आपने टेस्ट लिया था, इस टेस्ट का डिस्कशन यहां पर होगा. And the same way, again, self-study, another PYQ practice test, again self-study, again backlogs, and you have another sectional test 2. This is test 1 and test 2. This is a typical week for you. Yes, Rabia, correct. Okay, post 22 March, we'll have 10, 12 full-length tests. ये सारा हम चाह रहे खत्म कर दें आपका by 3rd week of March. I'll show you the timetable. By 3rd week of March, we'll finish all of this. ये समझ में आया all of you? Did you understand a typical week? Like I said, I will love to have you in my course. और अगर join नहीं करते हो, okay, then you also plan in some ways. Our course is called as PSP, Prelims Support Program. Will start on December the 15th. And this is the example of a typical day. ये sheet आप सबको मिलेगा. In fact, I put the sheet on the Telegram group also. Okay, देखो, December 15th, Modern India शुरू कर रहे हैं. Orientation, PYQ discussion, marathon test. On 16th December, self-study. I'm giving you content on. I'll give the pages to you. Europeans, expansion of empire, 57 revolt, people's resistance. Okay. Then on 17th of December, growth of nationalism, era of militant nationalism. Thursday is marathon practice test. Okay. Then again 19th, revolutionary activities, home rule, era of mass nationalization. So I'm doing this. Okay. Saturday is again revision, and Sunday is your first section. The sectional test will be of these topics alone. And every day, your self-study revision test, 50, 60 questions. Self-study revision test, 50-60 question. Self-study revision test, or 50-60 question. Make sense, all of you? This is what I call as a typical week. This is a typical week. Okay. So 2 weeks for history, 2 weeks for, in fact, if you have seen this one here, okay, this is the sheet I've shared to all of you. Okay, so week 1, okay, week 2, week 2 is modern India. Next week again, you continue with modern India. Then the week 3 starts. Week 3, polity. Week 3 and 4, यहाँ से यहाँ तक ये सिर्फ polity है. Okay, so just to tell you an idea, we have given you the topics of history. History का मैंने बता दिया है. वैसे ही polity का again we will detail here. Yes, Shiv, yes, absolutely. The test analysis is part of our approach. Okay, then you start with geography. So our sequences will start with modern India. We'll move on towards polity. Then we will have a geography. Then we will have AMAC. Okay, to break the monotony towards AMAC. Uske baad mein we will have economy. Then we will have environment, science tech. ये हमारा sequence है. Okay, so please go through this. And these sessions, marathon, okay, ये वाले आपके live, online, offline, दोनों होगा. You can come and, okay, practice with us. And then your full length starts. Full length test जो है, देखो शुरू कर रहे हैं from, okay, week 13 itself. So 19th of March onwards, we are starting off your full length tests. Full length test, current affairs. Full length test, CSAT. Full length test, again CSAT. Full length test, again CSAT. So you'll have complete range of 10 full length tests. Okay, 10 full length tests. With 5 full length with GS, current affairs, and we'll have also with CSAT. Does the plan look fine, all of you now? Does this make sense, all of you? How you have planned the week? Any queries on this? Any doubts on this? Any queries on this? Please ask me. Hi, Rahul. मैं आ गया हूँ. I must give you a heart. Okay. Giving you my love. Okay. Rahul. Yes, absolutely. No, not me alone, Vishal. We are 4 or 5 of us. I'll be there conducting some sessions, but I think you'll have some other mentors who understand exam better, ने prelims clear किया है, who succeeded in the attempts, they also will help you. मैं अकेले कैसे देखूंगा बताओ आप, जो बच्चे सारे हो. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, now this I think is a very important support for you. Okay, in the PSP program, we're including UP subscription free. पूरा कोर्स आपका 8,000 प्लस का है. उसमें हम यूकी आपको दे रहे हैं. यूकी कैन give you all doubts clearance, whatever extra content you need. Okay, so this is one additional features which no other platform can give you. This is anytime doubt clearance. It also has a test platform. It also has current affairs. Okay, this is part of this. We're supporting you on this. Okay, so जो counts आप पूछ रहे थे ना, क्या क्या counts हैं? Okay, so we have 13 sectional tests, 13 practice tests, 39 marathon tests, 39 revision tests, 10 full-length tests, and 5 CSAT. Okay, ये कुल मिला के this is more than 5,000 questions. I'll cover in different ways. Yes, Venkatesh. How to solve MCQ is part of the marathon tests. वो हम आपको सिखाएंगे कैसे करना होता है आपको. Marathon test जो बता रहे हैं ना, this is learning how to solve MCQ. Okay, so this is a pull out from your website. अगर आप देखोगे ना, ये सारा features इसमें बना हुआ है. So this is my support from Edukemy. We'll give a daily planner. We'll give reading material. We'll have revision tests. We have current affairs, UPSC level simulation, and mentoring. And this also includes the CSAT test. It also includes your current affair tests also. So all the curation work is my responsibility. Okay, आपको करना क्या है? Okay, you must do only this much. The sheets I give you, revise and memorize. No extra reading. No extra reading required. And if required, I'll tell you the pages from what you must read. हम बता देंगे आपको. Say, Lakshmikant, so and so page पढ़ लो. Geography NCRT, so and so page पढ़ लो. Okay, so and so page spectrum वो पढ़ लो. So no, nothing beyond this. आपका काम है बस memorize. Meet your daily targets. You'll get a form every day. Fill up those forms and tell us how you're progressing. And follow our techniques to take the tests. I said, no, it's all a mindset thing. Can you all think on this and can you promise me कि आप ये 3 काम करोगे? No running around. It says no running around for any material. You can completely trust what we give you. Okay, and I'll explain the day schedule to all of you. So if you go to our website, okay, you have all of this. Okay, so if you go to our website, say edukemy.com, okay, you can click this, okay, scroll down, okay, enroll now, यहाँ पर कर सकते हो enroll now, और यहाँ पर detail timetable is here. You click this, you get the complete timetable, okay, and this is the fee that you have to pay. Okay, so my like I said, guys, I can only say as much, okay, but I would love to have you on my program itself, where I can handhold you, guide you in the process. But if you don't join me for whatever reasons, okay, make sure you follow a process. But on the Telegram channel, I am going to start some bit of current affairs for all of you on daily basis. वो हम शुरू करा देंगे आपका. Okay. Any questions you have, ask me now. I've explained the process to you. I've explained my commitments to you. I've given timelines and dates. Have you all seen the post on the Telegram channel where I've shared the timetable with all of you? वो देखा आप लोगों ने? Did you all see that? हाँ बताओ और क्या doubt है? What else do you need? अच्छा, by the way, before I forget on this, वत्सला, ये कोर बुक्स जो पढ़ना होगा ना, हमने वही इकट्ठा कर लिया है. I am only putting all of that in one place. That's all. I'm creating points. And again, you don't want to read that, you want to follow the books, no problem, do it. Okay. My challenge that I have seen across 4 or 5 years is people have a problem in reading so much sources. उनको पता नहीं होता है क्या पढ़ना है क्या नहीं पढ़ना है. अगर आप कंफर्टेबल हो अपने sources से, please do it. It's more or less the same thing. I'm only helping you so that you don't end up losing track. You don't end up reading lot of source and then you're lost in that. हम वही करना चाह रहे हैं. So in my approach, no NCRTs anymore because I am giving you a form consolidated. Okay. No notes anymore because I am giving you consolidated. But if you want to follow your notes, perfectly fine. It will be enough. You cannot do more than that. 13 weeks is a tight schedule to manage. Current affair work is also mine. Current affair work is also mine. In fact, I will have one session कि कैसे आप यूकी को लेकर current affairs पढ़ सकते हो पूरा. विशाल. Monthly magazines, I won't recommend. Okay, but no, I'll say if you join us, rely on our pages. That's it. One reminder to all of you, today at 4 o'clock, listen all of you, today at 4 o'clock, I will have a geography session for all of you. Like I'll try covering some geography terms, geography topics for the prelims. The mapping work I'm covering. So you have the link again. Join the geography session at 4 o'clock today. Anything else you want me to clarify? Anything else? Okay. So guys, my wishes to all of you. Okay. You can reach out to me on my phone number if you have any doubts to clarify. And I hope I can support you in the process. I think it's a method-driven approach that you need. Okay. Whatever works for you, but my wishes, qualify, do well. And if I can support you, happy to do so. Okay. Bye-bye all of you. Thanks for being patient. My wishes, Vishal. It's a pleasure to do this. It's something I love doing. Okay, I have enjoyed these sessions thoroughly. It gives me a sense of purpose in my life. Okay, so I'm happy doing it and very happy if it's helping you too, Vishal. Okay, bye bye. Thank you so much. Yes, Kaushik. Yes, yes.